I was talking to my love when blah 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 blah. A tremendous body appears. I mustn't look. I mustn't look. Sorry. A little while later. This seems like a conspiracy. But where's the cursed part? When you throw it. Your wife is a towel mate. I've been self-harm free for 18 years. Holy shit dude, how did you do it? Drugs mostly. I'm learning new things about myself. Love the energy. Everyone is learning something new about themselves and everyone is accepting who they are. Stay hard. Dear Santa. I swear I've been a good boy this year. Nordics are so happy that they also have some of the highest suicide rates in Europe. The sad ones commit die, the happy ones survive. Survival of the happiest. This software engineer designed a chatbot to chat with his girlfriend while he's busy at work. However, the girl eventually got suspicious over the speed she was receiving messages from her boyfriend. Suddenly the chatbot becomes sentient and steals away your girlfriend. Chatbot. News Fast X. Vin Diesel hints that finale could be a trilogy in via Fandango. The finale is hinted to be another 10 movies. Fast 20th will show us all the true meaning of family. Then Fast 30 will show us the meaning of step family. Help Step Diesel, I'm stuck. Hello pig. Hi dog. Where are you headed? I'm going to the beach. What's a beach? There are kids to play with, water to swim in, and every human wants to pet you. That sounds like fun. I hope I'm going to the beach. Dog would later meet up with pig again a few months later in a can of Purina. This coin turned black after I accidentally swallowed it and shat it out. Real change comes from within. Why do Americans never fart? Dude, I'm always ripping hot ones. 2 weeks ago I went to my friend's wedding and my stomach was brewing something fierce. Couldn't help but accidentally letting a couple quiet ones fly on the dance floor, and lordy I might as well had let the gates of hell open. It was absolutely disgusting. People gagged, got angry and complained, and I cleared about a third of the floor. My girlfriend immediately knew it was me because that poor woman has to live with this, but we kept it low key and played it off well. My friends have no idea that I was the phantom farter of 2022. Burglar breaking into my house at 3 AM. They don't know I just lost 10 ranked matches in a row. They are getting promoted to missing person after I introduce them to the electric auto milker. Modern warfare. Top secret Russia battle plans. I've made a zip bomb that extracts to the teeny tiny size of 55.4 yottabytes. For context, a zettabyte is 0.001 of a yottabyte, and as of 2016, internet traffic is 1.1 zettabyte per year. Funny point zip 260 megabyte. Time to update the Geneva Convention. Geneva suggestion. Geneva checklist. These dice actually saved our date night. Date night. What to eat? Mexican. What to do? Watch a movie. After that, Geo for a walk. Sexy time. Try a new location. That meal's a little cannibalistic. Giving a blowjob at a funeral. Call that top of the morning. According to scientists, there are tiny mites called Demodex living and having sex on your face. Do they do OnlyFans? What movie would be insanely weird if it included a sex scene? Home Alone. We are the wet bandits. Oliver, you know I can see you, right? The sister who cheered before disappearing is such a mood. My name is Oliver and I'm currently having a shit. Needless to say, your name shook me. A man in Florida woke up with a headache only to discover his wife has shot him while he slept. He survived. Dude got up and was just like, "Oh babe, I got a bad headache." Boys, I know how we can all be happy. Hear me out, okay? We make voodoo dolls of each other, then we lick the balls part. Infinite happiness. No. We make voodoo dolls of each other, then we lick the balls part. This genuinely was something you thought about, is this issue? Well, my bad for trying to see the boys happy. Overflow is just wholesome anime with great plot. You should watch this with your siblings. Condoms aren't biodegradable. If you care about the planet, have unprotected sex. One condom is much less waste than the amount of waste a baby produces. A baby is biodegradable. Saddam Hussein. 5th President of Iraq. Mozart. Composer. Austria. Edin Zico. Footballer. Bosnia and Herzegovina. Most famous person from every country. We all know who the most known Austrian is, and it's not Mozart. I'm ready to delete this app now. Hey, thanks. I'ma keep it real with you. I'm a guy trying to find straight dudes to suck and swallow their kids. You down? Why are you using a woman's photos? To get the attention. And you don't think anyone would be mad when they find out that's not you? And I'm pretty sure a straight dude wouldn't want that. I understand. Would you let me if I paid you? I Wilder asked how much though. Electricity kinda high. Try voice command open butthole on your Tesla. WTF, it just fingered my ass. Oh good, Tech Brothers invented the sundial. This clock uses shadows to tell time. Gotta finger the clock to see if you're running late. Would you accept $10 million for 3 inches off your dick? Why or why not? MF want me to go into negative dick. Planes were invented in 1903, trains were invented in 1804. Babies before 1804. Here comes the plague. Greetings from Afghanistan. Here is my setup. The man is playing Warzone in Warzone. Guys be like, I can fix her. That's Kim Yo-jong, sister of North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. She's considered even more ruthless and devious than her brother, and is poised to take over the country if anything ever happens to him. But she's hot, so men will accept her flaws and try to get with her anyway. I have jerked off to Rule 34 of her 2 times already. What do we want more than anything right now? A baby. A baby. A baby. This guy doesn't have friends, because if he did, they would not let him do this shit. Apparently Amazon doesn't have any bussy. Laughing my ass off, mom, what the fuck? Your brother's graduation is coming up. Okay. I saw him texting someone that he loves eating bussy, so I was gonna ship some to his dorm. Who is the oldest celebrity that you'd be willing to have sex with? Nice try, Leo DiCaprio. Bees. An animated voice movie. So, get this, bee is a bumblebee. Bumblebees are about 1 inch big. The average human is about 6 feet tall. 6 feet equals 72 inches, so bumblebees are 72 times smaller than a human. The casualty radius of a grenade can be up to 20 meters, or about 66 feet. 66 feet times 72 would be 4,752 feet, which is almost a mile. So in conclusion, a grenade to her would be like Hiroshima. Just had a great idea for cemeteries. I'm high as hell and just discovered I can fit way more dinner nuggets in my air fryer if I put them vertically. Great idea. If you air fry the bodies long enough, you can fit way more in one casket. I'm no snitch. I'll never tell you where Mr. Lazuto is. Is that so? Well, we have ways of making you talk. Mona, show him. Snap. If you don't tell us where Lazuto is, that watermelon is gonna be your head. Scrunch. So, what's it gonna be? Death. Death. I choose death, please. Okay then. How are all of Lesotho's men so loyal? They always choose death. Slam. HHNGNGG. Harder. That's the third one this week. I swear the naked old man is just a universal gym NPC. There isn't a single gym on earth without one. It's like their sole purpose on earth is to be naked in a gym locker room. FR bro, even in my school gym. At GJO. Huh. Is 3 fingers too much? Not at all, most people have 10. Peeing in the shower is better than peeing in the bath. At least it's better than shitting in the bath. But when you shit in the bath, you now have a little floating boat to play with. Michael Jackson in disguise, so he could go on a date with Tatum O'Neal in the 1970s. Which one is Michael? New influencer just dropped. Influencer plummets to death while snapping waterfall selfie. Her influencer career had a sharp drop and a sudden stop. All the senior hitting on them little freshmens. Just graduated and I still do this. My mom hooks up with my friends. Hey man, I'm sorry to hear. If you need a friend to talk to, I got you. How much I see? I have a wife and 2 kids, so more than you. That sounds very fucked up if you phrase it that way though. Oh no. Killing myself in front of you to forever change your bond in the trajectory of your lives. You see us all at the pool, what you doing? That's a great technique. One time a customer in Starbucks asked me to help him text this girl he really liked so he could ask her out. He asked if I wanted to see a photo of her, and I said yes, obviously, and he turned the phone round and the camera was facing me. Honestly, best work I've ever seen. If someone did that to me, I'd be like, you opened camera, not photos. Open the right app, so I can see what she looks like. Oh sorry. Proceeds to open his gallery app that is full of stalker photos of you at your home. Did you know you talk in your sleep? You also smell different when you're awake. Girls, what do you most admire in boys? When they carefully explain something that interests them, like football or video games, and their faces light up a little. Every day I chop up people and export their meat to my meat shop. The business is profiting, so in lightened up, I first find my victims, who are homeless people at most, and then offer them food. By that I lure these people into a room without exit, and afterwards we finish our job by restraining them and dissecting their bodies. What about you? What are your hobbies? Mistakes make you stronger. My mother, after giving birth to me, laughing out loud, 2 of my English teachers were pregnant. Only 2? The third one wasn't into students. IDCF Nicki Minaj was my biological sister. That still wouldn't stop me from touching myself to her. She's too fine. You're missing the point. I'm just saying she's fine ASF. Confidently believe. I confidently believe the 68 million people in the UK would outdrink the 330 million Americans comfortably in a nationwide head-to-head. Comparing our rates of fetal alcohol syndrome, I'd say the UK should opt for a tea drinking contest instead. We go hard in the colonies. I'd rather date someone who fucks animals than someone that eats them. Eating animals out, just for any lunatics interested in dating this one. Your sex life is now called The Last Thing You Watched. What's its title? Mission Impossible. The Boys. An artificial womb that successfully grew a baby lamb. The freshest vacuum sealed meat you'll ever get. You'll even get to butcher it yourself. A good reason to wear glasses. Next door neighbor. Professor. Regular girl. Sophisticated woman. Some punk. Fashion designer. Murder suspect. Struggling artist. so a murder suspect can put on his glasses and get away with it. Works for Superman. My 7th grade teacher that put me in silent lunch died today. Who's silent now? I touched a girl's boobs today. They were my own. Edit, who reported me to Reddit carer sources laughing my ass off. I touched a huge dick today, it was my uncle's. When the dentist's punk ass assistant ain't doing their one job with a suction tube, so you're just there like. Out of all the captions that cold bean put with that picture, I'm so glad it's that one. When you nut in your dead dog's mouth. Posting more because I can. Willy Wonka, while the children are dying in his chocolate factory. After a long year, my husband finally believes I'm ready to carry his child in my womb. To feed them with my body. To give him my whole body for his descendants. I'm ready to receive his seed, to become fully his. Cannot wait to be impregnated to be owned. Congrats on the raw dogging. What was unacceptable in 2015 that everyone accepts nowadays? Searching OnlyFans for people born in 2000. After 3 miscarriages in a row, my rainbow baby celebrated turning 1 yesterday. She is a little young to have had 3 miscarriages, but congratulations to her birthday. You'll be in the shower. How else am I gonna wash my feet? With your tongue like a normal person. Give it to me straight, doc. Is Alfredo gonna make it? I'm sorry. I've done all I can do, but I'm afraid he's a crab. I knew it. Wait, what? No, he's always been a crab. I'm talking about his missing arm. Oh. Okay, that explains a lot. Don't worry, crabs can regrow their limbs. It'll take some time, but this cute little guy will be just fine. Oh. Alfredo, crab was talking about a patient? I thought it was a fancy romantic dinner you were cooking to seduce me. Can I buy the crab? Can I watch? I grew up poor. My aunt once left her toothpaste at our house after staying one time. Me and my siblings ate it like it was candy in little bits over a few weeks. This is so casually sad that it just breaks my heart. Let me buy you all the toothpaste you could ever eat. You get 0 bitches. No problem, I'm satisfied with your dad. You look like every other 18-year-old right before they start an OnlyFans, completely average and soulless smile. Caption this. When your stepbrother actually helps you get out of the washing machine. My boyfriend's friends turn me on, and I like it. What should I do? Turn yourself off. Name a random character who can defeat Master Uruguay. Plastic straw. Miral. How do you say I promise I'm smart, my brain is just fried professionally? HGGNNHHG. That game looks fun. What's it called? The game is called Scream Go Hero. You can find more games like this one that use sound to control your character at r/sounding. You sick bastard. Ok, my license photo. The only thing the woman who took my photo said was, "You're okay with this?" Surprised they let you select M instead of offender. Origin of this image. Germany probably. If you could pick, how do you wanna die? Peacefully in my sleep like my grandfather. Not yelling and screaming like the passengers in his car. New Goblin Slayer game is here. The endless battle to exterminate the goblins begins. Goblin Slayer A official. Can't wait to play as the goblins in the cave. Why does Genji's sword have a fucking light switch on it? It turns on the dragons. When you go to the restaurant with your mom and there's a discount for couples. Been there. My horny ass cannot be a Pokemon trainer. What does this mean? What do you mean by this? They'd make a great Pokemon breeder though. Why do men start podcasts instead of going to therapy? The same reason females start an OnlyFans instead of getting a job, laughing out loud. Why do men start podcasts instead of going to therapy? The same reason females start an OnlyFans instead of getting a job, laughing out loud. Me, will you marry me? Girlfriend, no. Hot air balloon pilot, it takes me about an hour to land this thing, so this is now awkward. Jumps out so long, ho blaster. What is the most annoying thing about having a penis? Showing a presentation in front of the class while having an erection. Bro, we couldn't afford laser pointers at my school, we just had to make do with what we had. Babe, it's dinner time. What's for dinner? Me. Bites off leg. Why did she fall in love with her abuser? Is she stupid? Because she was mind broken by Big Fritz cock. Guinea pig to become father to 400 after breaking into female enclosure. Still not breaking my record. How much guinea pigs did you fuck? What about orphans? Take a guess why they're orphans. What is something you wanted for too long, but when you got it, it was like, oh, it's just okay. Anal sex. Receiving. Yeah. It was like pooping. Feels good to poop though. Don't you ever take a shit so good you wish you could suck it back in just to shit it again? Hades 2 is still in early access. Are you okay with that? Yes. Jimmy. Ay. This rocks. Later. Headmistress. I found this gift for you. Oh. I've prepared a gift for you as well. Fucking ripped. Placeholder at set A. TH thanks. I might not be cut out for this after all. I haven't been able to get the full video, but we just celebrated one of our steam locomotives turning 145 by chucking a chocolate cake into her firebox. We did the same thing for grandma. What kind of person are you? Try to outlast the nausea. Except that you have to throw up. I vomit and swallow again. I like the acid taste. Over 350 children linked by DNA to mailmen from the 1950s and 60s. The legends are true. Feeling like Spider-Man right now. Why? My uncle was stabbed. I accidentally changed my keyboard to Arabic, and it won't fucking change. Just keep typing stuff until someone kicks your door in. Maybe they'll know how to change it. Why as a man are you finishing in 3 minutes? You ever tried to stop 10,000 people trying to leave a doorway at once? Why UI code quirk size? She can change the size of the things she touches. It doesn't work on living things. This begs the question, are dead people still considered living things? My hungry ass couldn't be a brain surgeon. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Every time you try to get a good spot at a campfire. In Finland we have a saying, Savu seuraava hanusija, the smoke follows the goat fucker. A real loser is somebody that is so afraid of not winning, they don't even try. Still no motivation. The truth is under. The body lies at 27.609060-81.206876. Found it. Can I have a bite? I will not be taking any, nor will I ever bend the knee to anyone, except the woman I'm asking to marry me. Period. You've never had sex, and it shows. Think my 2 children would disagree, to be fair. Should really stop shagging your kids. It is way easier to make a plant-based meat than a meat-based plant. I don't know, man. If you hit someone in the head hard enough, they become a vegetable. Pretty hard to argue with this logic. If I fits. Hacker voice. Iman. Turn the PC on and play Grand Theft Auto 5 with highest settings. What do you get if you cross a train with a dog? Achuchuhaha. Really messy railroad tracks. Bro, my mom was talking to her friend and told her that I had 30 months to live. Do you? They know something you don't. Time is ticking. Objective, survive. Remind, 30 months. Dude. What do you think? Next month jerk January with jam. I'm just thinking about how some people went to a Travis Scott concert and woke up in a Michael Jackson one. What would be the best comeback after a girl tells you that you have a small dick? It still grants me bigger paycheck. For every orphan you kill you can jump 0.5 centimeter higher. What are they gonna do? Call their parents? She's not dead. And my erection is gone. Reality is so disappointing. Wait. What? Where am I? Welcome to hell. Whoa. Good weather here. Dark. Damn Australians. I guess they are already used to everything around them being on fire. If a girl with Tourette's syndrome is giving me head, is there a chance she will accidentally bite my dick off? No, someone actually asked a streamer with Tourette's. Unless she has massive seizures involving lockjaw. She's a woman with Tourette's, not a snapping turtle. Next post, Reddit. If I'm getting head from a snapping turtle, is there a chance it will accidentally bite my dick off? A Russian 5th grader put out an eternal flame with a fire extinguisher in Moshask, Moscow. The eternal flame has previously been burning since its erection in 1985. I had an erection in 1985 that caused non-stop burning too. Your sex life is now called The Last Thing You Watched. What's its title? Dune? Dry as fuck right now. It might get weird later though. Can't wait. If someone walked in on you while you're naked, what would you cover first? The body lying on the floor. Your doctor kit has what in it? I'm sorry Mr. Johnson, your health insurance was declined cocksgun. Parents of Reddit, how often do you think your child is masturbating when it's in their room locked? Not often enough. Ayo. Lawyers who put together wills. What is the craziest / oddest thing someone wanted to put in this? When my grandfather passed his will asked that I clean out his shed and I alone. I found marijuana seeds, old real style film pornography, which was hilarious, and a bunch of other unsavory paraphernalia, 50s flick knives too. So like clearing his browsing history for him, but cooler. Woman has twins from 2 different fathers in extremely rare case. Collaboration. Humans are made on beds, born on beds and die on beds. English teachers. I was made in a McDonald's men's bathroom. Then you shall die in the McDonald's men's bathroom. Never watched Home Alone, huh? Ah, Home Alone. It isn't Christmas until I've watched a 10-year-old boy beat off 2 grown men for a whole night before they are finished off by an old guy. Phrasing. Nothing is scarier than Disney World in the 1940s. Maybe Germany in the 1940s. Girls with the time machine. I'm your granddaughter. Really? Boys with the time machine. A child will fall into your enclosure. Stay far away from it and do nothing. Understood. Thank you. Act like you are a cop and do not help the kid. Brother, I'm dead. Got shot in school? Jesus suched ditch. Jesus is looking for you. So he can such your ditch. Who the fuck gave this gold? Embarrassed because I'm walking down the sidewalk and a rat is just like walking next to me and it looks like we are together. Did you consider that maybe the rat is embarrassed too? What's the most awkward situation after sex? The funeral home owner walks in as you're closing the casket. Make the fish pay rent. Sell pics of fish nudes. OnlyFins. I saw a Belgian man today. I'm sorry you had to go through that. I'm praying for you, anonymous. Men, what is holding you back from asking that girl out? Her boyfriend. Imitate the car, you take the shovel. Japanese sword experts react to Ghost of Tsushima, experts react. Mark Zuckerberg reacts to Detroit Become Human. Atheist logic. This was made by orogenesis and erosion. Yeah, every good Christian knows that mountains are made when God takes a dump. Wait. How does he make volcanoes? Taco Bell. He's out of the jar and he's fucking pissed. What is your favorite quote from an adult film? Just because it's weird in our country doesn't mean it's weird in most other places. Now bend over, mom. Made a chicken dinner after working a 6 AM shift. Fiancé went to dinner with her coworker without telling me. Cook her coworker to show dominance. Everything tastes good when it's covered in BBQ sauce. I was going to mention that humans are said to taste like pork, but username implies you already know that. Kill it with fire. It's a ghost. It's already dead. Dig it up and fuck it. Yes. The saddest picture on internet. From a student's hostel in Kota, Rajasthan. They did this to prevent students from choosing tragic decisions. Good job, now multiple people can hang at the same time. 1 has to Geo. A bacon. B eggs. Women's rights. D pancakes. I'm Jew, we don't eat pig, so bacon can go. I'm Muslim, we don't eat pig, so women's rights can go. Based. It is unwise to mock the Lord, for you will be mocking salvation. The Lord be salivating over these nuts. Which one would you save first? Lover. Sister. Best friend. $1 million. Remember, you have 2 hands. I'm glad my sister is my lover and best friend. Be me. Sirius Black live in a world that has literal truth serum potions and mind reading memory magic, get falsely imprisoned and tortured for a decade. Is Rowling a hack, or am I missing something here? Sirius Black, I think I know why he was imprisoned. A stray shot from someone yesterday almost hit my head while I was playing Apex. At most missed me by 3 inches and hit my left monitor. What the fuck is life? Bro almost got third partied. Random act of kindness. Softly kiss the postman's fingers when he puts them through your door to let him know that you are thankful for his gifts. Here's it, a puppy. Only a matter of time before the dick comes through the slot. If you were to pick one of these 3 to be your girlfriend, who would it be? Haley, because she a ride or die type. But if she's not willing to ride, you're going to die. True, but it might be worth it if I can get sniff of her panties. Next gets called Danger Noodle. Perilous sketty. Short. But what if not long? Hiding. Hazard macaroni. At least they didn't say small. When I read comics like these, I imagined the author picking up a wild snake while speaking their millennial gibberish, then getting bit and dying from internal bleeding. That's just me though. Next gets called Danger Noodle. Perilous sketty. Short. But what if not long? Hiding. Hazard macaroni. At least they didn't say small. When I read comics like these, I imagined the author picking up a wild snake while speaking their millennial gibberish, then getting bit and dying from internal bleeding. That's just me though. Want to be dominated? Will dominate you. Will ask you to be gentle. Noob. Will defend you in court. Considering they're all minors, I better call Saul. You know it's a bad breakup when you're masturbating and you start crying. One time I sold blood-covered panties on the internet to creeps, but what they didn't know what they were licking was my blood riddled with herpes and AIDS. Dude, what the actual fuck? Family awarded 1.7 billion by Ford after accident kills parents. Lost their parents and became billionaires. No way Ford turned them into Bruce Wayne. I eat at least 50 pizzas a year at least. I eat like 20 large boxes a year. No pizzas, just the box. Why are people into anime like this? Weird and creepy. This person was actually found, self-identified actually, against all odds. Was a girl. In the trunk. Never-ending cycle. I'm hungry. I visit the toilet. I eat food. I feel the urge to take a shit. Okay, now do it counterclockwise. Vladimir Putin. Love Philippines from Ukraine. Tapeworms removed from a dog. Time to show this vid to my little cousins on how pasta is made. All eternal. Over $2 million raised for 2-year-old orphan who lost parents in the 4th of July shooting. His parents were gunned down in front of him, and he's apparently rich now. He's well on his way to becoming the next Batman. That's wrong. What if someone tricked you into eating human flesh? Challenge accepted. An estimated 4% of the internet is porn. It's all porn, if you have the right attitude. In your opinion, who has the most toxic fan base? I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that Hitler had a pretty toxic fan base. I was gonna say Beyonce, but I think you got me beat. Thought daughter or Gates son? Either way, I'm jet in head 100. The face I give the homeless guy on the bus who caught me looking at furry femboy porn on my phone knowing nobody will believe him. Furry porn is gross. Look, I'm an animal lover, but I like real dogs. Guy with no arms gets kicked for calling a girl the N-word. That's messed up. Dude was completely unarmed. Let's not point fingers. Nobody gave him a hand. You cannot depend on others. You have to arm yourself for self-protection at all times. He doesn't believe in the Second Amendment and refuses to bear arms. News. It's official. Not enough sex can kill you. Having too little sex increases the risk of a heart attack by more than 2.5 times, scientists have warned. We're all gonna die. So my sister was trying to make me live longer. Hold up. Crazy how dudes can hold back tears for a lifetime, but come in 30 seconds. The pressure from the pent up tears pushes a come out. I play Smash Brothers for the plot. I smash brothers for the plot. Meow in real life. One Punch Cat. Fap arm versus non-fap arm. Stop marrying your cousins. Cousin marriages help in maintaining family bonding. Siblings who promise to stay united and support each other gets further divided after marrying a woman from outside. The wife supports her maternal family in front of her children. People who sleep naked, why? It stops people from sitting next to me on the train. 90% of all drug dealers get their drugs from other drug dealers. If God created everything, does that mean he is the ultimate drug dealer? Also, all child trafficking. All part of the plan. What's the wildest place you've masturbated in? Turn around. When you go to a high school with 30,000 kids. Fastest way to get a nuke. Fun fact. Most restaurant TV menus are Bluetooth and their passcode is either 12,345,678 or 000000000. I've always wanted to watch porn while I waited for my Big Mac. I'm loving it. Ah hell nah, someone opened my cum trunk, everything wasted. Bro. How come your flair is Chinese and you're using Reddit? I'm typing this from a concentration camp as we speak. I've hid my phone in between my cheeks for 3 months now. Just 30,000 more social credit points and I'll be out of this hellhole. Okay, mate. Have a good day. Epic chinchilla dust bath in 4K ultra high definition. Grandpa's final wish was to become a chinchilla's bath. If you were offered $50 million to take a pill that kills you when you turn 70 years old, would you take it? Why not? I would literally take a pill that kills me in 72 hours for a donut. There's a pigeon at the entrance to my flats. How can I help the little fella? Big bowl of piss should sort him right out. Deadly wood chipper accident. Bellingham Herald Point Palm tree trimmer dies after falling into a wood chipper, California police say. Horrific. Happened about 7 to 8 years ago in Washington state as well. 18-year-old kid and was his first day on the job. You mean last? Speech announces she's pregnant. We are pregnant. Baby coming April 2024. This is her tier 3 subscribers 911. Very excited to see her breasts get bigger and filled with delicious milk. We've seen influencer bath water. Can you imagine influencer breast milk? That shit would be more expensive than gold. Funeral. At Fred's inflatable funeral home, we put the fun back in funeral. Screams internally. Burger King Titanic inflatable slide. Oh my god. Okay, it is happening, everybody stay calm. Now let us punch a giant hole in it while a bunch of kids are up there and reenact the experience. Me joins on that thing and uses a huge needle to destroy that thing with the people on there. Dude, your grandpa was looting Nazis like it's Minecraft. Norway is opening a whale watching museum in the shape of a whale fin. A place to observe whales. In my country it's called McDonald's. This could be US. But you fucking killed yourself. One less weeb, I guess it's a good ending after all. Just found out my crush of 7 years is gay. How do I cope? Find someone older. 7 is pretty young to know their sexual orientation. No, I mean I have been liking him for 7 years. Ayo, so you liked him since he was a newborn. Does anyone know what this like means? It's a limited edition glory hole. I pull out the plastic dildo out of me just to see a bite taken out of it. Take a pregnancy test. But how did the monkeys get sexually transmitted diseases? Got it from another animal? Maybe a frog. I saw a video of frogs being used as sex toys by primates. Nope. Don't like that. MIT scientists created a psychopath AI by feeding it violent content from Reddit. Why? Just why? Have they not? What happens when the robot starts having sex with women to avoid being labeled a redditor? Kiss me if I'm wrong, but corns are blue, right? Kisses you passionately, our lips lock like puzzle pieces, fitting together like we were only made to be intertwined with each other. I melt into you, the air feels warm, I can feel your heart pound against me. I pull away for a second, and in between heavy breaths I whisper, they are Ed. Your future sex robot could be hacked and programmed to murder you. BGR.co/7YYQMNH. Jokes on them, I'm into robot BDSM. Students dressed as furries could be collected by animal control if new Oklahoma bill passes. Not to be anti-furry, this is purely humor. But they would be turned on by that. Let's hear them. Take a song title. Add with a boner to the end. Santa Claus is coming to town. Grandma got ran over by a reindeer. Dr. Livesey walking 10 hours. When you kill the giant mouse that was scaring you at Disney World. Me thinking my mom died because she's taking longer than usual at the store. She's just wrestling my teacher behind a 7/11 to boost my grades. Name one character who could beat Captain America. Go ahead. I'll wait. capped in Vietnam. My aunt is a E.R. nurse, and she was telling me how many unassuming people go to the E.R. for jamming random stuff in their holes. Stuff that subsequently gets stuck. There was this one story of a guy who somehow managed to shove an entire onion up his ass, and then he got it stuck. Herself and a doctor had to cut it out piece by piece while kneeling, and as they were cutting they were crying, because of the fumes lol. Boy 4, who defied the odds to twice beat leukemia enjoys first day of school. Shit, he is in a more dangerous situation now. Don't worry, he is from United Kingdom. Oh good, he will become an adult. When you just finished deep throating, and he asks are you okay? A beautiful ray of light in the Amazon. Oh penis of the lake, what is thy wisdom? But seriously, ain't she like genetically modified to be stronger and more resistant? I think she can take it without dying lol. Bro, YTF you know that? I know she's enhanced like Captain America, but through a different enhancing process. She must be pretty resistant to stretching as well. BTW, her enhancing stuff rendered her infertile, so the Hulk can inflate her like a balloon without getting little hulks. Dad, you are as smart as R2-D2, as brave as the Mandalorian, as wise as Yoda, as loyal as Obi-Wan Kenobi. With love, your little Padawan, Emma. You are hairy like Chewbacca, fat like Jabba the Hutt, pale like Palpatine, unhinged like Anakin. They are destroying my garden. What is it, and how do I get rid of them without pesticides? Fuck that. I dare you. How important is sex for you in a relationship? Depends on the relationship. Relationship with my wife. Very important. Relationship with my dog. Slightly less important. Slightly. Only one trilogy can stay, the rest gotta go. I was literally conceived in a Shrek 2 movie theater. I'm obligated to pick Shrek. What's hotter? Femboys or tomboys? My Xbox 360 currently being used as a heater for the children under my basement. I'm generous. Just saw a fat girl with pepper spray. I need that kinda confidence in my life. She probably uses it as seasoning. You are now your username. What are you? I hate this game. Hey man, it could be worse. Perfect love. How she thinks she looks vs how I think she looks. I also like my girlfriend deep fried. You can eat animals, but never fuck them. With humans it's the opposite. That only works theoretically. Best typo of the year. Chapter 8, Beethoven's later years. In the years after Napoleon's rise and fall as Emperor of France, Beethoven was in a flurry of musical writing. Being dead did not stop him in the slightest from recovering quickly and going on with his music. Sure, it was much harder, but he got through it. He even fell in love many times. Some people. He's my favorite classical decomposer. Gotham Police when I told them Joker isn't bulletproof. He's white, therefore bulletproof. Is oral sex a sin even in marriage? I'm sorry to be graphic, but I heard from another Christian woman that blowjobs are not right even in marriage. Is this true? Sex is a gift, use the whole buffalo. Actually, I'd advise not to bring any farm animals into the marriage bed. Gruhegeo. How do I start a petition to have someone's internet privileges revoked? This picture speaks 1,000 words. Abortigan. Original content. I created an example of my daily hallucinations. Your brain is trying to have you prove you are not a robot. I was in the middle of a fap when my friend called me from the other side of the planet. I was in France and he was in the US. We started off talking about life stuff, and then he started to complain about his work and almost started crying for how stressful and undervalued he felt at work. But I couldn't stop, so I came whilst my friend was pouring his heart out over the phone. We are best friends since high school, but I never told him this laughing out loud. Satan himself couldn't get this type of shit out of me. I once jerked off to the Lego Princess Leia minifigure wearing the slave girl outfit. Not my proudest moment. When me and my ex were still dating, I did it to her naked. Your math is no match for my gun, you idiot. Americans in math class be like. No text detected in this meme. Titanic will be added back to Netflix on July 1st. Featuring 5 new characters. They took our jobs. Kinda fucked up that, if you rearrange the letters in ginger. I'm gonna Shane Dawson that cat. Mommy? Me wookie warm and tasty. Mommy feed me wees be hasty. I want milk from Mommy's adus. I want Mommy's and no off news. Give it now. Give me wookie human cow. If you don't I scream and shout. Whine. Bro, this is not even a bra moment anymore. What the actual fuck is wrong with you? If you could poop anything other than poop, what would you poop? Water. Clean butt, clean toilet. Yeah, but her ass ain't watertight all the time. One day you'll be living life and you'll be leaking. It'll just be pure water though, so who cares? Everyone seeing liquid drip from your pants. I'd fill up a water bottle. Men, what's stopping you from looking like this? I live round in a prop gun, that's what. Imagine when he throws up. Water sprinkler. The Rock and Tom Holland have both stated that they want to play James Bond in the future. Who would you choose for the role? Instead of them being James Bond, they should make a movie where The Rock and Tom Holland make love. This kid had lost his dad in the crowd and freaked out until he saw the Flash and Wonder Woman. He went up to the Flash to ask for help because he knows him. Then they pointed and laughed at him, pushed him to the ground to take turns farting on his head. Kid later died from severe pinky shaking my head. Never forget. You've just been kidnapped, you're in a moving vehicle and not blindfolded. What do you say to your kidnapper? Thank you, it's been a long time since I feel that I'm wanted by someone. What killed your feelings for someone you were madly in love with? She gave me an ultimatum before moving in with me. Either my cat goes or she goes. It wasn't that she was allergic to cats, she just intensely disliked them. So, my cat stayed and she left. You, sir, chose the right pussy. I'm from a small town. How tall are you? 6'8". Wow, you're pretty tall. Yeah, some girls like it. But it sucks, because I have really long legs and arms and big feet, but tiny hands, so when I run I look like a goblin sometimes. You there? Anastasia Night Death, dead adult film actress dies at 20, cause of? Anyone know where they buried her? Bro. What do we think now that Rocksteady have confirmed that the Deadshot in Arkham City was a fake and was killed by the real Deadshot shortly after? I still think he pulled a reverse Michael Jackson. He molested old people. The janitor trying to stop me from taking a shit in the school sink. Cocaine Bear News Lexington. They are making a movie about this. Puddington 3. Nigeria on the brink of famine. Children are dying from starvation. The Guardian. Massive Alfredo pizza and feta scene. The funny part is that the people in both videos are close to death. What would be the title of your sex ape? Harambe. Inspired +1. Whoa. From learning about the simulation. Kristen doesn't know the future and didn't come to tell you how this is going to end. They came to tell you how it's going to begin. Kristen is going to show these Sims a world you didn't want them to see. A world without motives. A world without whims or aspirations. A world without you. 10 hours. Guess who just earned themselves a dollars room?